Hey guys, it's Andy. I'm here for my PBF Pokemon Battle Federation Season 7 Week 1 battle. This week I go up against Dargon, aka Dragon Knight Master, coach of the Washington Rotoms. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to record this week live like I usually do. We planned on battling late in the week. Dargon wanted to do it Saturday, but Saturday was my birthday. I turned 27. Getting old, boys. But yeah, like I knew I wouldn't be available much that day, so I suggested we do it Sunday, which is today, by the way. Turns out I was unavailable most of today too, so eventually I just I battled him while I was away from my computer, so just because like I thought we were running out of time. But in actuality, I was kind of half thinking about not doing it live anyway, just because of Dargon's team. Now, if you don't know what I mean by that, I have Dargon's team right here. We briefly went over it, very briefly went over it in the intro video to Season 1 with all the coaches. But his team, he's got like some stall members and then a few like wild offensive threats. Like Lando T is his Z-Mon. Yeah, Lando T and Fear. That's the orange box things. He also has Victini. Then we get to the stall. Toxapex, well, Ditto is just annoying, regardless of what it's on. Gothitelle, the Trap, Chansey, Kartana, Mega Sableye, Rhyperior, Ninetales, and of course the Ultra Mega Fearow. So, looking at this team, I figured, okay, this is going to be a long game. I figured, like, it might just be worth it to have the battle off screen, then just upload the replay so it would be a little quicker. But because I was unavailable most of the day, it turns out that decision was made for me, and I'll have to, record the replay. But like I said, for future weeks, I will, of course, try to do it live, just because I feel like I kind of do better when I live record things. But regardless, like I said, this is Dargon's team, and I was prepping heavily for things like Mega Sableye, Toxapex, Landorus, and Victini were my biggest concerns, and Kartana, of course. So yeah, those were what I was prepping for most, because like, well, I can show you my team in case you don't know what it is. We got the Gliscor, Manaphy, Raikou, Kyurem, Mega Arrow, Hitmonlee, Scolipede, the mascot Granbull, Celebi, Chandelure, and Abomasnow. So I figured with Gliscor, some of his threats like Chansey, even like Toxapex, wouldn't be as problematic. So I was more concerned about things like, where were we? Like Victini and Kartana. So I can show you the team I brought. It is a sub Rock Smash Kyurem. This is to keep lowering Chansey's defense sub on it. Chansey needs 2 Seismic Tosses to break my sub, so with pressure I can stall out of that, plus Rock Smash. I'll beat. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh right, I don't have Roost actually, I just have Leftovers, but I needed all 3 of these attacks to do what I planned to do, so there's Kyurem. I forgot to nickname all my mons for this battle too, just a heads up. Here I got the Gliscor, but we'll come back to that. Celebi, no item, that way Kartana can't kill me with knockoff. Though Dargon has been known to run Night Slash, so that might not be the best, but I would rather do this as insurance for a knockoff. I have Earth Power, which does like 80 to 96%, so if I get just a little bit of chip damage, I can Oko Cart and not have to worry about it. Sash Scolipede with SD Megahorn, Earthquake, Aqua Tail. Leftovers Manaphy with knockoff. This was for, I believe, Chansey to get rid of the Eviolite, figuring it would come in versus Manaphy. Then, Tail Glow, 2 attacks. Psychic, of course, for Pex. And Colberberry Chandelure for knockoff Cart. Knockoff Cart still does so much damage. Like, if he gets to +2, I think it just blows past the Colberberry. So I was hoping that wouldn't happen. And Fortunately it didn't, a little spoiler right there. But okay, now we can go back to the Gliscor. Just Toxicheal, SD, Roost, Earthquake, and then for my final move I got Frustration. I gave myself a bunch of bulk because I was paranoid everything would have Ice Beam. Enough speed for, I forget what this was for. It might have been Gothitelle, I don't remember. I think it was max speed Gothitelle. Either way, my final move is Frustration. 0 happiness, Frustration. This is because I don't want Ditto to copy my stats and like reverse sweep me. And I never like prep for Ditto this way because I feel like everyone uses Frustration because of Ditto, you know? So in my mind, I think like, okay, why would I use Frustration when everybody already overcorrects and gives their mons Frustration instead of Return so that Ditto can't copy them? So why don't the Dittos all just run Frustration to overcorrect for that? And it kind of keeps going. But the thing is, I've never been an advocate of running Frustration over Return. Hashtag Team Return, boys. But because I know Dargon is a real one and watches all my videos, I'm fairly certain he would know that I'm an advocate of never running Frustration. So I'm thinking that if I give myself min happiness Frustration, he won't be able to threaten my Gliscor at all if I do this. So yeah, that's basically the plan. Could come back to bite me if he for some reason gave his Ditto min happiness. But either way, I think it's a solid team regardless. So like I said, we'll just go over the replay. Okay, so going into this, I didn't even show my Celebi. Hold up. Yeah, I didn't show the moves. I have Dazzling Gleam and Earth Power as attacks, and then Stealth Rock. Celebi is my only rocker. Okay, that was important because I figured with Mega Sableye I wouldn't be able to get hazards up. So I gave my Celebi. It was also for I mentioned knockoff for Kartana, but it was also for Mega Sableye. That way I can fire off Dazzling Gleams, recover off any knockoff damage. I wouldn't care so much if I got burned. Foul Play wouldn't be doing anything, so I figured with the Dazzling Gleams I could eventually threaten that out and then get up rocks after he like switches out to Chansey or something. So when I saw no Mega Sableye, I thought, okay, maybe I can get up rocks this game. So I actually led with my Celebi, which is good because he leads right off with this Kartana. He probably sees I don't have an item and he's like, oh man, I can't just knock this thing off. So I think he goes right out to Chansey as I just go for Earth Power in case he has Night Slash, which I was paranoid about, but he doesn't. He does just go right out to that Chansey. And here, I think we both just trade rocks. Yeah, like I didn't want rocks on my side of the field this game, but I couldn't afford anything with like Rapid Spin or Defog, so I just allowed them to get up, which broke my Scolipede sash, so I'll just have to watch out for anything crazy like that. But this is fine. I think from this I go right into Gliscor, which could have been a bad move because I'm a Celebi, I'm weak to Ice Beam, so if this Chansey has Ice Beam, it probably coming out right here. Fortunately for me though, he does not go for Ice Beam, he has Seismic Toss. So I get in my Gliscor, Toxicorp activates, and I can just, I think I go for Roost actually. And he brings his Gliscor in and discovers that, I wall his Ditto Gliscor. So knowing he'll probably switch out, I just go for Earthquake right here as he brings in Rhyperior. Do a nice clean 30%. Gonna switch out to my Celebi. Figuring an Ice Punch would be coming, knowing my Celebi can take it though and threaten him out with Giga Drain. I don't have Giga Drain though, so I just go for Recover. And he goes for Spec Signal Beam and OHKOs me because I can't switch. But ultimately Celebi was pretty much only there for getting up rocks, so that wasn't too bad. I actually thought this was Scarf because I forgot my my Celebi didn't have like any speed. So when this happened, I'm like, okay, he's Scarfed. So like I was thinking about it, like what can I do? I thought about actually going Scolipede and trying to set up with him, but then I figured, nah, I can go to Gliscor because with one Swords Dance up, I can kill the Rhyperior, which I felt would be coming in, and then you know, that'd just be one mon down and I could work from there. Whereas if I went Scolipede, he could just go out to something like Ditto and then maybe bring it back and like reverse sweep me or something. So I went Gliscor, went for that SD as he actually goes Toxapex, which I was absolutely fine with. Give me this Toxapex. I'm about to quake this thing into oblivion. It's not Shuka or anything, so down goes Pex. And at this point, I was so excited. I'm like, dude, I just killed a Pex. What's going on? But then he goes out to Gothitelle. And I just go for a Quake and knock it out. Like I said, I thought he was Scarf, but then I remembered I didn't have any speed on my Celebi, so I was like, oh, right. So I get out of that one, you know, scot-free. So here, I figured even if he has Ice Beam, it won't be doing too much because of my Spadef investment. So I just go for another SD, as he does not have Ice Beam. He just goes for S-Toss. And do I go for another one? No, I go for Quake. It does 63 as he goes for Seismic Toss again. Here I think I'll just Roost in case he tries to, in case he, 1, had Ice Beam and was hiding it for some reason, or 2, went for another Seismic Toss, but he recovers, softballs, whatever, and then gets back up to 66. The roll for my my +4 Gliscor to bold max defense, max HP Chansey is like 61 to 72, so I go for Quake again. I got the mid-roll, knock him out, which really hurt him, because now the best he can do is go to this. Even with a crit, that Leaf Blade wouldn't have knocked me out. I can just kill this with Quake. Same with Rhyperior, that's gonna come out. I did 30 at neutral, so at +4 I'm able to kill that with Quake, and then we already established that his Gliscor cannot touch me. Well, he did earlier in the battle, and then he just ends up forfeiting right there because, like I said, he couldn't touch me and just wanted to speed it up. So yeah, I was pretty ecstatic. I certainly did not expect a quick game like this, but then again, Gliscor is known for being a stall breaker, and Dargon's team, it has some major stall components, so even with that being said, like, I was not expecting Gliscor to put in this much work, good lord. But after all the flack I was getting for picking Gliscor round 1, I will take it. But good game, Dargon. Like I said, I'm very excited that this is how my week 1 went, so hopefully we will continue this pattern as we move on to week 2. But until then, thank you guys for watching and have a good day.